morning, fifth graders. I wore my shirt in honor of the celebration bicentennial, 200 years that Indiana has been a state, and that's the theme for our project for the fifth grade tiles. Now, I've already talked to you, and you've seen mine, and I don't think I can put it in the video, but you've seen my tile, what we did last year, and I've got a document that's already filled out. You're going to be working on your Chromebooks in the library, and Mrs. Gutwein has agreed to let you come in and do research, so please behave, do a good job when you're in there, okay? Because this is awesome for her to let us do this, because we have to do more research than last year, but I think it's going to be worth it. So on this document, it tells everything that you need to do, and I have step-by-step. On the steps of the tile, which we've already gone through as well, this is my drawing of my poster that goes with the ceiling tile. But before that, you need to do sketches. This is another group from last year, and they were practicing painting on here. You're not going to paint on your posters, but you're going to have to get to this step. And to get to this step, you're going to have images, and I don't have images for you. That's why you're using your Google Chrome. You will set up a Google document, and then you will end up sharing it with me, and I'll give you that email later. You will label your document, or like this is Orville Redenbacher. Nobody chose Orville Redenbacher. And you will find pictures. Don't just find one or two. You need to have lots of pictures. Maybe you have pictures that you're going to draw corn in the background because he's known for the popcorn popping Orville Redenbacher. So maybe you have farm in the background of that. Like I said, you're going to have a scene. And if you're going to do a person, I would suggest, and if you want to, because that's one of the hardest things to do, but if you have like John Mellencamp and you want to put his profile in for the music tile, you could do a profile. Profile is a silhouette. A silhouette is the edge of the person's face versus trying to have detail like this. So if you want to find an image like that or practice, you can. And you're going to be working individually, and then we'll come together later and we'll share each other's documents. We'll print them out, and then you can see the images that everybody else did. But you're starting out working by yourself. And I have a sheet that Mrs. Gutwein will have that has all your topics on here, who's in your group. Like I said, you really don't need to work with each other in the library because you'll have your own document. So if you want to draw a person on there, you can. You're going to need to fill the entire tile in. Like I said, I showed you mine. The whole image is going to be in there, and you're also going to have writing. So you're going to need to look at some font, practice writing. You might paint a beautiful tile, and then your writing doesn't look so good, and you're going to need the information on there about, like if it's the Indiana state bird is the cardinal, then you're going to need to write Indiana state bird. And that usually goes on top after you've painted. After you've made the document with images, read your topic. Oh, go back in and research. So after you've found a bunch of images, then start doing research. Maybe you need to learn a little bit more about Abraham Lincoln. Some of you have chosen some topics of what you've already done in the past. So, and then after that, if you're done, there will be extra paper there in the library, and you can do some sketches and start some planning. So, like I said, this should go well. It's just going to be a little bit more work. Thank you. And here is the tile that I was talking about.